In today's video, I want to show you a live build of me literally building out a optimized paid acquisition offer. So if you're a beginner to business, if you're looking for a new market, if you're looking for a good way to make money online, or if you just want to deeply understand how paid ad acquisition funnels actually work, I'm going to show you exactly the best funnel that you can build right now. So essentially the funnel that we're going to be building today is a paid ad low ticket funnel. Cool. And the criteria of this funnel is they're going to know the price up front. They're going to know exactly how we help them. And then we are going to basically make this as low friction as possible. And we're going to run paid ads to gain traffic from this. We're not doing any organic content. We're not doing any cold email. We're not doing any cold calling. This is all paid advertising. Just to give you some context here, I run a home service business. We've scaled to 6 figures and we are running our business through Go High Level. And the main priority and main reason we scaled this is via our nurture systems. We are 2 owner operators. We don't have any employees. And right now it's winter, so things are kind of slowing down. So we're starting to kind of tap into an online offer to help other businesses that are in our situation, just because I'm in a cold state. So my services aren't really too relevant this time of year. So we're kind of just taking our foot off the gas and going to start putting this into a low ticket offer that is dialed in for scale. Cool. So we do that and we're running our entire business through Go High Level. Go High Level. This is one of the best CRM systems. It has automations. It has literally anything you need as any business, but I think service businesses definitely can benefit from it. And basically what we're going to be offering, and the things that I've been seeing in the market is I've been seeing some guys right now that are running a $297 a month, basically Go High Level offer, but they kind of frame it as their own agency. So essentially what they'll do is they'll do review automations, right? Then they'll do website, and then they'll do missed call text back, and that's it. That's literally their offer. So they build this out, they do $297 a month, they say everything up front with the pricing. So it's already like, hey, you already know what's going on. They kind of frame it around like, hey, if you've been burned by marketing agencies in the past, like screw them. We're the guys, we're transparent, we don't give a fuck, we don't hide anything, we tell you what our price is up front, we don't scam you. And they kind of position themselves as a cheaper option because what people are seeing marketing agencies pitch, they're pitching crazy upfront fees and then also monthly retainers. So businesses are already kind of, susceptible to this. So when they see $297 a month, they're like, holy shit, this is actually really cheap. And like, this guy's giving me all this, but he's structuring it for a long-term MRR offer, which is smart, keeping them in their ecosystem. So essentially my goal with this is to build kind of an offer with the same sort of container, pretty much the exact same funnel, but we're going to be using primarily nurture sequences plus automations. We're not going to do the website just because most businesses don't really need a new website. If anything, hey, we can add a lead capture system onto your website, right? A web chat agent, which is something you can easily do and Go High Level. You just have to get the code and add it into their website. Super simple there. And then we're also going to basically just do nurture and automations to help them with that. Okay. So it's pretty much the process we're going to be going through today. I'm just going to kind of be laying out what that offer looks like and how the funnel actually works. Cool. So in my opinion, if you're a beginner, if you're just getting into online business, I personally believe this is one of the best ways to start making money online right now. You don't have to be running all this crazy shit with AI receptionists. I think AI receptionists are a bunch of bullshit. Cool. So we're gonna go through this right now. Okay. If you're a beginner, I'm telling you right now, if you watch this, you're gonna see insane value from this video. Just understanding how I think and how I go through a funnel process. I've been in the game for like 4 years, so I know what I'm doing here. So basically the funnel is paid ads. So we're gonna have a top of funnel ad. Cool. So it's gonna be a top of funnel ad. And then we're going to take them into pretty much like these top of funnel ads are literally just gonna be straight up organic talking head ads. Very simple, very straightforward, kind of pulling out a lot of pain for these contractors. And then also saying who this is really for, right? Being as transparent as possible, building trust from the start, okay? And then my advantage here is I'm already currently running a service business, right? I'm already running one. So that is a big advantage that I have. And then if you are somebody that's new, find any way you can to take social proof in some sort of way. If you're already running a business, or if you've helped a couple people, or maybe you're just copying the system that other businesses are using to make crazy amounts of money every single month without directly saying you help them. Like there's a lot of ways to use social proof to your advantage without actually generating and having real results. So the reason I know I can do this is because I've done this for my own business, right? And I think that's the best kind of proof you can actually have, and they're going to trust it a lot more. So after they click that ad, they're going to go to a landing page. Landing page is going to be super simple. It's going to have a logo, headline, a VSL, and then they're going to have to click to play. Okay. And then when they click the play on the VSL, it's going to bring them up to a pop-up. So the pop-up's going to basically have their company, first name, phone, and then it's going to have like a watch now. And once they click the watch now button and fill out the info, they're going to get redirected to the video, which is essentially just showcasing the system. So I'll use this guy for example. Here's the video, right? He takes them from this page. He has some scarcity with the 2 spots left. He has his headline, exactly what he does. Step 1, watch this video to see exactly what we do and how it makes you more money. It's blurred, so it's not even a video. It's just a blurred image of the video. And you click to see how it does, see how it works. The form comes up. Then he has a big watch now button, like you literally cannot miss it. And once you click the watch now, you go to this page, the exact same page, but it has the video on there for you to watch. And you watch the video, and if you watch this video, he's very straightforward, and he's like, hey, this is me, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to make this quick video as fast as possible, just showcasing you exactly what we're doing for a customer right now. So like I'm going to basically follow this exact same process, do a simple little Loom recording like I'm doing right now, and build this video out. Cool. And then he's going to have them, I believe, book a call, or he has in his funnel, wait for us to give you a call. So I'm going to have a book a call here just to make it even more simple without having to like directly call these guys. So I wanted to add like an AI agent into it where it actually calls them directly, captures more information. I don't have a setting team or anything like that, so this isn't going to be relevant at this point in time. But yeah, that's essentially what this is, showcasing the system in a very unfiltered way, literally just showcasing everything. So I'll be showing all the interior systems I'm using for my business. And they're going to book a call, and then we're going to have a page that says, do this before your call, like what to expect on the call, what is the call going to be like, etc. Right? So this is like a typical funnel. Very simple. You'll probably see this on a lot of different offers. But essentially the play here is we're capturing their information first before they fill out the info, before they watch the video, right? So like we're getting them here. And if they fill out the info and then they get to this page, but they never book a call, we're going to be able to reach out to them in this section here and kind of figure out, okay, did you watch the video? Do you want to jump on a call, etc.? And then if they book a call, we know, okay, this person is the highest intent lead that we have. Perfect. They're going to be able to do everything. And we just got to make sure, hey, did you watch this stuff before the call? Cool. So that's essentially the funnel. It's really that simple. So now the whole thing we're going to have to figure out is, okay, what is the offer, right? What is the offer? Cool. So I kind of already have it. I'm calling it the Contractor Lead Nurture System, and we'll see how it actually cracks out. This is where you kind of want to get, you want to make sure you're dialed on like creating an offer. So we're just laying out what they get, what's the price, and then what's the guarantee, right? Which I don't have yet. Okay. So basically what they're going to be getting is lead intake logic. And I'm kind of trying to work with people that either already have Go High Level as a CRM system they're using, or they're looking to switch over to a CRM that's better and they need new infrastructure. Okay. So most people are probably going to already have Go High Level, which is totally fine. And the whole goal here is I want to make it simple. So I'm not basically ripping and replacing everything, and I'm not having to try to integrate Go High Level to whatever CRM they're already using, just to make it really, really simple for what we're already working with. And then we're going to give them sales pipeline optimization. So this is how all the automations are going to be ran. So all they're going to have to do is just manage the sales pipeline. And we're going to have the missed call text back. Then we're going to have smart follow-up and nurture sequences. So if people are in a certain situation and they don't want to buy right now, we're going to get them into a nurture sequence that's long-term. It's going to be able to essentially give them different touches at different points to re-engage them and get them back into the funnel and the sales pipeline. And then we're going to do the review AI. I think that's very valuable for businesses. Essentially just kind of see where people are at if they want to leave a review. And then we're going to give them a good handoff and the training with that whole process. So the pricing, we're kind of thinking of doing something either one-time setup or doing a setup and a monthly, or just running a monthly. But from what I've seen, you could probably get away with like a $500 setup and then like a lower ticket monthly, cancel anytime. And the whole goal here is like, hey, this is a very kind of intro type of offer. And it's something that's very high leverage for a business owner, because we want to be working with people that already have like lead flow, right? They're already running, like their top of funnel acquisition system is dialed, whether that's SEO, whether that's word of mouth, however they're getting customers. We want to have them be already getting customers, right? Like they're an established business at this point in time. So like realistically, all we're doing is just helping businesses not, leak leads. Because what I've seen in businesses a lot of times, and especially when you have a lot of volume, if you don't have a good back end like nurture system in place, a lot of people are either going to ghost you up front, or they're going to say they're not ready yet, or they're going to have different objections and different reasons for not wanting to buy right now. But most of the time, 9 times out of 10, they're just going to ghost you. And a lot of businesses follow up once or twice, and then, that's it. So they're missing out on all this money. Like this lead already paid you to be in, like to get more information, or at least gave that intent that they're interested. And the whole goal here is to essentially like capitalize on as much of that, as much leads as possible, increasing their conversion rate, making more money. And I think the biggest thing here, if it's a high ticket service, some people aren't interested right away. So you need to have a really optimized pipeline for different situations you see in the customer journey. So this offer is, I would say it's a little more complex than the one that they're running, but it's really one thing. We're building out a nurture system to get more leads from your current leads that you're getting. Like, hey, you're already getting leads and we're getting you more, right? We're going to convert more of them. Because realistically, you don't have to spend more money on ads. You just have to make your system better so that leads convert faster. Cool. And more of them convert over time. So as a system, as of right now, I'm in the process of literally building out this offer right now. Cool. So kind of going in with ChatGPT, figuring out exactly what this offer is, how it works, and stuff like that. So what the offer actually is, a done-for-you, go high-level setup that installs a complete lead nurture system so contractors stop losing money from missed, ignored, and poorly followed up leads. Great identifier. Now, what I'm using ChatGPT here for, it's already very dialed in on my context and like what I'm talking about with it. And we're going to clean this all up later. But I love Miro because you can just be as dialed as you want. So essentially, what is the one-line identifier of this offer? We're going to throw that here. It's a done-for-you, go high-level setup. We're not going to frame it like, oh, like we're just another, we're a marketing agency. You just use our system, and I'm not going to white label go high-level. I don't want to deal with that. I want to be the guy that, hey, I can build out go high-level for you. I don't want to manage you as a client. I just want to keep it super simple for me. So that's the main thing there. And we'll see as well. Yep, it's very simple. It's infrastructure installation, not management. Cool. So it's either a one-time or a light monthly, and it keeps the responsibility where it belongs, so towards them. So they either own their Go High Level account, so they already have it, and we build it inside, or they don't have it, and they sign up with our Go High Level affiliate link. So we're still getting commissions from it. We're just not having to manage them as a client ourselves. Cool. So this makes more sense to not have to charge a retainer based on this model. So we just charge a one-time payment for this to happen. So probably like a 997, between 997 or higher. So we'll have to see how that works. We might not be as transparent about our pricing up front because of how high ticket it is. So we'll see how that goes there. Cool. Cool. So we just sell a divine system. Cool. This includes lead intake. Cool. Missed call text back, smart follow-ups, right? So short-term follow-ups, behavioral or logic, stops when they book or disqualify, pipeline optimization, and then a simple review request flow. Cool. We don't answer their phones, we don't run their ads, we don't manage their CRM, and we do not guarantee revenue. Cool. Pricing and structure. I think the one-time setup fee is the play here. Already using Go High Level or actively open to switching, running ads or getting inbound leads feels like leads slip through the cracks. Cool. Perfect. Sweet, sweet, sweet. This is exactly what the offer is. Cool. So yeah, that's exactly what we're looking for. So basically, I think next step here is we're going to kind of copy paste, figure out how we can lay out this landing page for this offer. So we're going to kind of model it based on what they're doing already. I'm going to get into Go High Level and build it out. Like I said, the identity is going to be basically our current business, but it's going to be just marketing. So like systems.halversonbros.com or marketing.halversonbros.com, super simple. And we're just make the landing page right and Go High Level to make it even simpler. And yeah, we already have all the infrastructure set up to be able to run this. So yeah, I think first step is lay out the landing page. And then we can obviously get into the nitty gritty of the offer because we're gonna have to make the VSL video and stuff. But yeah, I think that's the main process we need to optimize right this moment. Cool thing about this is I could literally get this launched in about an hour. Not an hour, I would say a day. Something you can get launched in about a day. So while that's working, that's essentially what we're gonna be doing. So what we'll do in here is we'll lay out, we already know the funnel. So we gotta make a top of funnel ad at scale. We're gonna go into the landing page as of right now, and then we can just kind of finalize the offer as we get to it. I'm gonna do that separately because I'll probably just make a one pager so you guys can kind of see how that would look. So yeah, we're gonna make the landing page right now. We're gonna kind of go into the structure of it. It's gonna be mobile optimized. This is why I love Miro. So this is going to be our step one landing page. Cool. So this is going to be our layout for step one. Basically what we're going to do here is we're going to kind of copy this guy's layout. So he basically has at the top, he has scarcity. So he has a little scarcity in there. So the two couple of scarcity kind of metrics that I've seen is see if your area qualifies. He kind of had it like 2 spots left. That's very fake scarcity in my opinion. So he kind of has at the front, see if your area qualifies, see if your area is taken, right? So they'll say they only work with one contractor per zip code, right? Or they'll say, hey, like only have X spots available, right? So you got to add scarcity in there somewhere. So see if your area is taken. I personally like this way of adding scarcity a little more. Like, hey, we don't want to, work with, and for our situation, it's not super relevant. So we can do both. We'll go back to his page here. Then here's the headline, just one simple headline, basically describing exactly what it is he does. All right. We're going to just keep the color in here for now. See how we use XYZ. So this is kind of how we're going to use, and he has the price right on there up front, which I really like. I really like that. And then he has step 1. Watch this video. This is literally the stupidest simple funnel I've ever seen in my life. That's why it's working. It's obviously working. I think the guy I'm modeling here, if I'm not mistaken, I believe he's made some YouTube videos on how much he's making. I'm pretty sure he's generating at least 6 figures a month just by taking up all the market share. Obviously, it's not happening overnight, but this is kind of how he's doing it. Cool. And then he'll add the video in there, and it'll literally just be a blurred image of the video. And he has the button that says see how it works. And we just add our button in here. I would say click to see how it works. So the cool part about this is I'm literally modeling everything. It says click to see how it works. Do your research, read reviews, educate yourself. So we could probably have some supporting copy here, but I think I would just only put this. And then we could maybe have some insight about what we've done so far as well. So he does in all caps, click to see how it works. So we could probably have click to see how it works. Hold that. Obviously, it's a brighter color than yellow, so we can do something like green. I think he has a lot of colors on here, so I don't really like that too much. Cool, and we're gonna just branch out here. Say, hey, we have the opportunity to add different CTAs as well. I don't want this to be a green bar though. Come on, man. Cool. So click to see how it works, so you could make this CTA maybe a little more interesting, right? Kind of just model that. And underneath this, he has pretty much what I like to see it as is it's essentially just a little bit of proof before you click. So then he has a couple results on the bottom. So I have like a video, right? So I have a video there, and then I'll have maybe, I'd probably do some FAQs right here. That could probably be a good little additive to the funnel. But realistically, the whole goal, like you could realistically just kind of keep it just one thing, right? Just keep it this up top. You don't necessarily need to have much more than that, right? So that's kind of how I would keep things up top. And then boom, that's it. So that's the first step. And then we can literally just copy this exact piece here, duplicate it and say, cool, here's the next step. This is step 2, cool. So he's just going to have the video, which I'm going to just replace with a simple box for now. So I have the video, and then let's take a look. Yeah, step 1, watch this 6-minute video. You need to turn the sound on. And then I'm just going to say step 2, book this call. And the second step, step 2, wait for us to give you a call. I don't like that. I think we're just going to say step 2, book a call below. And then I would add a scarcity element here. Cool. And then there's the video. And then he's hosting that in Wistia. So we'll make sure we mention that as well. Like figuring out exactly how these guys are doing this, right? Like he is hosting in Wistia with auto sound. Cool. So now we know how it's hosted. What's different here? Then he has just a bunch of results, or he only has a couple results underneath. Then he has a bunch of websites. Results from websites. There's a bunch of Canva stuff. So here you could probably, let's say, have this book a call. And I would honestly make this a little more. I'm not putting in the exact copy right now. I'd probably say, I don't know why Miro keeps doing this. I want to do this in text, boys. Somehow it's doing that. Cool. So I would say make this more dialed. Maybe add a sub headline. Cool. Because I think he's probably losing, like, what's the point of running this funnel if you're just going to call them up? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I think take the people that are actually interested, get them to book a call right away. So I think there are some bottlenecks, and understand what those bottlenecks are and figure out where it makes sense to optimize your shit based on these bottlenecks these guys are having. Cool. And then on the bottom here, I think the next step is realistically, I would just showcase proof. It's just big time proof right here. proof. This is just where proof goes. So for my case, this is going to be, in my situation, I would probably show our results as a business. And the VSL will probably describe that, right? We're going to probably do it in Miro to make it simple. Show our results as a business. After that, I would explain a bit about the process. I'll probably explain the process, have a little bit of copy there, and then just have another CTA to book the call. We'll have another book a call CTA. So that is the outline for the landing page. It's literally stupid simple. And then what I would do, so this is step 3. So this would be after they book the call. Step 3, post-call homework, I like to call it. So basically what this page would look like is like, hey, cool, your call is booked. Your call is booked. And then it'll say, something like, they say, please complete the following steps or your call will be canceled. So give them like a big thing like, hey, if you don't do this, we're going to cancel your call. Cool. You need to have a lot of authority here. So step 1 and then step 2. So step 1 would be add this call to your calendar. Cool. And step 2, and this is where you would literally just you would have these bigger in realistic instances here. And I would just have this be a picture. So basically just showcasing what it looks like to add this to your calendar. And then step 2 is going to be watch this video to prepare for the call. And then this is just a video to kind of warm them up on what's happening on the call. All right, so they're prepared. If anything, with how simple this offer is, we might not even need this. And then the last thing could realistically just be read more reviews, essentially. So I'd probably say explain the process. We'll duplicate this, explain process, and then results. Cool. Boom. So that is the funnel. That is the process we're going to be going through here. We're basically almost taking his exact structure, but we're making it just a little bit better based on our situation and use case. Okay. So that's super dialed in there. Cool. Yep. So company name, phone number, monthly revenue range. So those will be the fields. So I'm going to actually add this in because I forgot to do this here. So let's take a look at what his looks like. So he just has a form come up, super simple, and then there's like a big watch now. So we'll probably damn near copy this to the T. Because if we know the company name, we can easily look them up, do research before the call. That's all we really need. Cool. And this will just be our form. Pop-up form. Boom. And then watch now will redirect them, which is sick, to step 2. Boom. Bang, bang. And then once they book a call, it'll take them to this page. Sweet. So that's our funnel. Everything's laid out. So we basically just found someone that's already proving this, that it literally already works for them. We can see it for ourselves. And now we're just building it out in our own way. That matters for our offer. Okay. So that's what we've done. So now essentially all we really need to do is actually build out the funnel in real time and go high level. Cool. So let's get right into this now. So I'm going to just basically go into our sites tab here in JHL. Close this so you guys don't see the secret sauce. Funnel, new funnel from blank. We're going to name this our, and what you want to do here is you want to name a mechanism as well. Cool. So like right now I'm basically making this very MVP. I want to kind of set this up for you guys in a way that works. Cool. So this is going to be the click to watch page. This is just literally step 1. We'll just call it step 1, create funnel step. It's really simple when you get down to the nitty gritty. We're going to build this primarily for mobile because that's where everyone's going to literally be coming from. Cool. So I'm just going to kind of start pulling things from what we already have, see if your area is taken. And here's what I can do. Just to keep things cool, I'm going to add our logo on here as well, just to make things a little more optimized. See if we can find our logo here. There it is. Let's upload it. Cool. And then this is going to be over the top there. And then we just got to make it way smaller. Cool. And we just got to mess with some of the spacing, which I believe we can do. Do that from a column perspective. Or no, a row section. Yeah, here we go. So margin, we want to pull this up a bit, kind of keep this at the main, and I want to kind of throw this down a little bit. Cool. And then this is essentially just going to be brought up. So you don't want to have too much white space. I could even make this logo smaller, which I think I'm going to do. Let's make it around a 75 size here. Yeah, we don't want it too big. So if it's too big, it's just going to trip people out. So we don't want to do that. We don't want to play that game. Okay. And then we can just bring this bad boy up. Bang. And right now I'm just trying to make a very, very minimum style thing here. And then we have our headline, which right now we're just going to literally copy this, guys. I haven't gotten into the copywriting process yet. Okay, so we're going to get into that here shortly. One column, headline, cool, way too big, probably down to 20, right? And we want to make sure this is extremely optimized for mobile. That's the goal. Cool. So our headline, and then we'll have a quick little sub headline underneath that, John. It says this. And I want to show you guys this because this is literally how simple it is to build an offer. Like, you don't have to overthink it at all. I guarantee you, if you start running things this way, this is a very good, transparent way of selling. I think people are going to really be open to it, especially if you're really providing value and solving a problem, right? And then we can even go crazy here, add a little icon, video, boom. Now it looks even cooler. We kind of just copied his exact style for that. And the thing here I want you to understand is as well, we're not stealing this guy's offer. Bang. So we have that. And then this is where we're going to have the image of our video, which I think he could do a better job of, as you can see here, like having just like a better thumbnail here. You know what I mean? Just there's got to be more intrigue if you're blurring this. Cool. So like realistically, I could go into Google AI Studio and cook something up, but I haven't made the VSL yet. So for now, we can go into kind of just showcasing what he actually has. So we'll just add a simple base image in here for now, which is essentially just an image. And I think he can blur it. Image actions, open pop-up. So yeah, we'll get into the pop-up style. Like, it's just such a simple funnel, guys. I just want you to know that. Like, this is unbelievably simple. That's why it works. Absolutely simple. Yeah. Boom. And then we just got to move up the video a little bit in style. Just move it up. Cool. Nice. I don't know why it just stopped. So yeah, we want to spread this out a little bit more. Cool. And then he'll have a button underneath, which I think it's good. We're going to have an action. I don't know if he has it where if I click the image, it pops up as well. So what we could do is, instead of having it just be a blurred image, we could have a play button here that says click. And then when they click that, it'll have the pop-up form come up. And then we can also have the click to see how it works button as well. Just kind of a double catch-all CTA there. Click to see how it works. Cool. And since we've kind of been going with gold, I'd probably go with the gold here. I like gold. It's kind of our business color right now, as it is anyway. And then you could probably have a subtext as well. Cool. And I want to add a section real quick just so we can kind of keep the spacing, so I can keep getting spacing down here. Dope. Awesome. So now we're going to set up the pop-up. Just pop up right here. Create a new pop-up. Looks like we already got one. This is the pop-up. So this is the form fill. Wait, how do I delete this pop-up? Show pop-up. None. So they only see the pop-up when they click it. Cool. And then we basically just got to add our form in here, which we haven't created yet. So we're going to have to make a form. So I'm going to save this so I don't forget. I'm going to go back. I'm actually just going to open a new tab, duplicate this quick, and then we're going to go make a quick form. I believe he does a survey. I think, if I'm looking at this correctly, this looks like a survey to me, so I don't mind that. We're just going to do a survey then. Make it super simple. This is our contractor survey V1. This is our version 1 here. Essentially what we're going to do, file in the footer, make this, he says watch now, right? I think watch now in all caps, very big. So I like how he's having it be black. I like that. Simple, very, very easy to see. So watch now, and he has a button. So just do a little arrow to the side. Cool. There's got to be a way to make that bigger as well. Yeah. And he makes the background of the footer red. Oh, being transparent about it. What we would do here, I mean, you could probably do gold, but we'll do red for now. Dope. Looks pretty simple. Now we just got to add our fields. Okay, so they have the company name first. So I might have deleted this. We're going to do this. So company name, your company name. Placeholder is my company name is. Put that in. This is required. So now we're just basically copying this guy's page here. So your name is the next one. Name. And is he getting full name? My name is. Same thing here. This is going to be required. And then next is the mobile phone. Very important. Add this in. Surprised he doesn't have to do these terms and conditions shit. We're gonna take them off because we don't want to be that guy, man. So your mobile phone, my mobile phone number is, then he has one question that is, what is your current monthly revenue range? We're going to copy these fields exactly because this is a super chill, simple kind of qualification step here. So we're just going to add this in. What is your current monthly revenue range? It should be general info. Technically, this is an opportunity, but you can always switch this around. 0 to 10. He's doing the radio select as well. So 10 to 25, 25 to 100, 100 plus. Cool. Boom. So we're going to add this in here. And that's the last step. I believe this is required as well. Boom. So this is the contractor survey right here. What I am going to do is just optimize this button because I don't like red. It doesn't match everything else that we've been doing. This is relevant to the phone, right? Oh, it's not. Look at that. Yeah, we got to definitely do that. Make it black. Oh, stick to card. Yeah, progress bar. We don't need that. Button, watch. Say watch video now or watch now. And find which color best matches us. I don't have a direct hex right now, so it's kind of tough. Make it a little heavier. Oh, not 200. Bang. Watch now. Make the button so big you can't miss it, boys. Awesome sauceum. There we go. So that's our contractor survey there. So let's just refresh this page and add that into the pop-up. And the pop-up's basically just going to redirect them to the next step, which is super cool. Let's add our pop-up, form fill, or is this a survey? So I added the wrong thing here. We got to add a survey. Survey. Bang. Cool. So that's how everything looks. Yeah, it looks really clean on website. Let's add a simple little copyright on the bottom for this. So let's add this will just be a simple little footer, very small copyright. Gotta stay compliant, boys. Bang. And then all we would really have to add here is we don't even have to add anything else. This is step one. We're gonna go with this for now for step one. Add new step. Step 2, use existing. We're going to use it from this exact funnel. So it just basically imports us the same exact page. We go back into our section here. We're going to see the step 2. Keep the same headline. I think really all he takes away is the, edit this quick. I'm literally going to only optimize this for mobile for right now because there's really no circumstance where someone's going to click on this and go on their website and see it. When you're running ads, you probably want to. So this is probably where I'll say watch the video below. Watch the X minute video below. And I could probably just add an icon here, arrow down, boom. And then what did he switch here? Yep. So he said step 1, watch this 6-minute video. And then we would have step 2, book a call down below. So I'll probably just duplicate this. And then I would just make sure this is not way up in here. I don't like that. Make this smaller, because we don't want crazy line breaks in here. Yeah, that's better. Watch this 6-minute video. And step 2, call down below. Just add icon call. Step 1, watch this 6-minute video. You turn the sound on. And then step 2, book a call below. This will be our video. So this is going to just be an embed because we're going to be using our Wistia. And then based on this funnel, we had a book a call CTA button. So we'll just switch this button that we already have. It says book a call. I would probably have a subheadline under here. And then we just got to go into a couple processes. Other than that, it's pretty solid. So it looks good there. Cool, cool. Bang. So this is literally it. And then we would just have to make the, what we said. We said the call page. So I can make that real quick now. We'll just have to make the calendar in here. I believe this is saved. We'll make sure of that. Cool. We're going to go back. We're going to keep the same style. Add a new step. Step 3, create funnel step. Use from existing. Pick the funnel we already have. This one. Butter. Buttery smooth, boys. Buttery smooth. Cool. And then we're just going to have a headline here that's just going to say, your call is booked, right? Your call is booked. Oh my gosh. Congratulations. Congrats. We could get sneezy and put a little emoji in here. Booked. Star. We'll just say star. We'll just do a star. Your call is booked. And we're going to completely switch up this headline here. And then we're going to just say, please complete the following steps or your call will be canceled. Step 1, add this call to your calendar. So here, it's a very simple thing to just boost show up rates. Step 1, add this call to your calendar. So basically all we're going to be doing here is just adding in a couple images, if not one image ideally. That just kind of sends them into there. We're gonna make this bigger, like a 15. Yep, I like that. Even if we wanted to, I think we could definitely get away with, we're gonna just move this down, get this back to normal padding so we can do this here. Because I definitely want to have the color on the back of it. I think it's a good idea. Background color, brand colors. Probably go with the darker one here. Cool. Styles, we're just going to take the padding down a little bit. Let's do the same thing here. Can do here. Spread this out a bit so it looks even. Bang. Dope. Step 1, add this call to your calendar. Literally just going to duplicate this exact row here if we can. Yep. Add this to a new section though here. Step 2. Watch this video below. Bang. Step 2, which we'll grab. Watch this video to prepare for. I just get rid of this icon here. All right. And then the video, we just embed another video in here. For reference, we're not using the actual video hoster for GHL. We're going to be using just code. I'm going to add another column in here. We're just going to do code. Boom. And we could have more info, but I want to make this very bare bones for right now. Boom. Now there's literally the funnel. Cool. Very simple. Very, very simple. Boom. Super simple action steps. That's the whole goal here. We want to keep this as simple as possible for them to take action on. The simplest way they can possibly take action on. Cool. So we're done with that. Now, the next step would basically be just finalizing the offer and then making the creatives and running the ads. So this is literally just insight into how you can literally model somebody's business. Find proven funnels, how to replicate them, and how to tie your own service into that problem. This is literally the best way to run an offer if you're doing something low ticket. If you're trying to get your feet off the ground in business, this is the strategy right here. I'll tell you that right now. If you are trying to get your foot off the ground, if you think, hey, cold calling sucks, I'm sick and tired of doing this, this is all you have to do. So what we basically showed you today is how we're going to lay out the exact funnel, right? The exact funnel this guy's running that we figured out, which is, I would say, one of the best low ticket funnels to run for paid ads. So we just showed you exactly how to do that. And then we went into our background and kind of how we are qualified to do this. If I was you, I would just start talking to ChatGPT. Okay, what offer and what value can I provide to XYZ niche? And this will work for any niche. You can do this for literally any niche. It doesn't have to be home service businesses, just anybody that you feel you can provide value to. And the key here is we are being straightforward. We're helping them solve one specific problem, and we're being as open and honest as possible about solving that problem. We want to build trust from the start. We don't want to make a very polished ad. We want to make our funnel feel not sloppy on purpose, but we want it to make it feel natural. We want it to feel organic. Like, this guy's not trying too hard. This guy's not some crazy guru trying to finesse you or anything like that. And we want to be as open and upfront as possible without scaring anybody away before they see what everything looks like. Cool. And then we went into what the offer looks like, how we're going to be pricing them, basically what it is with a one-line sentence definition. Myself, on the back end, I'm going to be going in and actually identifying and laying out this entire offer as I go into the VSL process. And then we went into copying and basically making the step-by-steps in the funnel. So step 1 is the landing page. Once they click on it, they get a pop-up form, takes in their information, then they get redirected to the actual video. And then the next step is booking a call. And then after they book the call, they're going to be doing follow-up steps. So adding the call to the calendar, this is just to really increase show rate, and then watching the video to prepare for the call, and then just some other processes and results. Doing this all through Go High Level, doing this all with a relatively simple system. If you don't have any of these systems that I showed you here today, like Go High Level or any account like that, I have a link in the description to a 14-day free trial of Go High Level. I will get comp for it, but you'll get my templates and systems that I'm currently using, so you can copy and paste this and run this for yourself. And if you're a new operator, you're a new business owner, and you're like, hey man, like, I really want some strategy. I want to figure out how I can break into a market. Feel free to DM me on Instagram down below. I'll be able to give you some advice on how you can go through and actually take action on this. And hey, we could even end up working together, and I could help you launch this offer for yourself and give you a lot of experience and advice, because hey, I know business is hard. I know things are tough from the ground up. And obviously you haven't seen me do the hard stuff yet with the VSL, with the offer framing and messaging, and then also with even running the ads and creating the ads. So I might make that here in a future video, but I just want to kind of show you that it's not hard to start a business. It's not hard to get your skin in the game and get your feet wet in online business. You just have to have a brain, and you literally just have to look at what other people are doing and emulate what they're doing. Understand, hey, this guy's making money. This guy's seeing results doing this. I'm going to replicate his funnel, but I'm going to attach a new offer to it. Because if it's working in one niche, it's most definitely going to be working in all other niches. But there are small nuances that work for his niche specifically and how he's categorizing things. So if you're a beginner entrepreneur, if you're a business owner, if you're somebody that's trying to launch a new offer and break into a new market, this is exactly how I would do it step by step. And if you want help with this, or if you need more information, check out my YouTube video. I got more guides on how to build offers and build funnels like this, and also AI agent operating systems. And if you want my help to help you scale an offer and write the VSL, mastermind on the offer, get everything dialed in perfectly so you can launch this super simply, tap the first link in the description, DM me on Instagram, and I'll be able to help you out. Until then, guys, I hope you have a great one, and let's start printing in 2026. We'll see you.